Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Jen. I am your host and your most honest homegirl, Jen. Today, we are on location at Starose International Boutique. This location is very near and dear to my heart because it is owned by my family. My Aunt Rose has owned this store independently on the west side of Detroit for almost 20 years. You know, if I am on location, that means we have a guest, and the guests I have today are so important. You know, I keep my ears to the tweets. I am very much a Twitter girl. Not too long ago, there was a days-long Twitter debate about no major festivals coming to Detroit. Less than a month later, Afro Nation announced that they will be taking their international Afrobeats festival to the home of Motown, the home of me, the Motor City, Detroit. I don't know if I don't have enough flags in my bio or something like that, but I, Jennifer Owenu, I am 100% Nigerian. Yes, I am first generation Nigerian and American. So to be able to share the sound of my country with my peers and my homegirls, I am very excited about the Afro Nation Festival coming here next month in August. Founded in 2019, Afro Nation has successfully taken the talent of the diaspora worldwide, promoting diverse sounds of the nation all over the U.S., as well as Puerto Rico, Mexico, Ghana, and Portugal, attracting audiences as large as 45,000. A 45,000 people crowd is absolutely insane. Afro Nation wants to bring it back to the home of where it all started, Motown, baby, okay? Welcome to Ask Jen, the founder of Afro Nation, Smade.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
the
for having
lead
me.
booker and head of artist booking for the festival, Josh.
Lovely to meet you.
Welcome to Detroit. So
Thank
where
you.
are the both of you from?
So I'm from Nigeria, born and bred. Spent 19 years in Nigeria. Moved to the UK 19 years ago. So I've spent half of my life in Nigeria and the UK, both. And I'm here in Detroit. I might as well claim Detroit right now.
You need to claim Detroit right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Josh, what about you?
I'm from London, born and raised the UK, originally from Ghana, and love this Afro beats thing, and just always trying to push it.
So you said you want to claim Detroit now. So let me bring you up to speed. Let me give you some slang.
Yeah, come on.
In Detroit, when you greet a Detroiter, you say, "What up, though?"
What up, though?
There we go.
We
What
learned that
up,
the last
though?
time.
You say, "What up, though?"
What up, though?
There
What
we
up,
go.
though?
Yeah,
There we
say-
go. I mean, like, what up? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Another big piece of Detroit
In
slang.
London, we say what's good.
Okay.
What up?
What
What you
up?
saying, mate? What you saying, mate?
You
mate?
say,
You
what you
saying-
saying, mate?
Yeah.
What you
Say,
saying, mate? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing Detroiters say is, I'm sick. So, like, not physically ill, but when someone says, I'm sick, they are expressing, like, disappointment.
Oh,
So, for example, I missed Afro Nation Detroit. I'm sick.
oh, yeah, I get it.
I'm sick. Cool.
We got your medicine now. We're coming to Detroit.
Listen, y'all make Afro Nation, 2 words that say so much. How was the festival founded and what was the vision for it?
All right. So it was founded in 2018. We had the first one in 2019. Founded by myself and my business partner, Obi Asika. Obi Asika is someone who's been in the industry for a long time, almost 2 decades. He's an agent, music agent, who Josh also works with
Nice.
closely. He's been doing this for a long time, and I've always admired him. You know, so we met up, and our vision aligned, and we decided to take this to the next level. Before that, there's been a lot of great inspiration coming from Africa. You know, when I moved to the UK, it was really tough for me as a young black boy coming from Nigeria. I got racially abused, and I just prayed to God so much to use me to change, the narrative, and it's happening, and it's a dream come true. I started off by, first throwing house parties, and those house parties were encouraging people to listen to our African music, eat jollof rice, and you can wear your African prints and whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that wasn't really common at the time. So the house parties grew so big. We moved it to the clubs. From the clubs, I started meeting the young artists, like the young Wizkids, the young Davids, the young guys, and we formed a relationship. And I started promoting them. We started doing concerts, toured around the UK. I did things that wasn't done before. I just tried to break, barriers and boundaries every time. So, it got so big. We did the first Afrobeats festival in 2010. And that for me was a starting point. And I knew that there was a future in this, and that show was headlined by P Square, Wizkid, and it was done in HMV Apollo at the time, 10 years ago. And it just started growing. And in 2018, we had a show called Afro Republic. That was with my business partner.
I remember Afro Republic.
So Afro Republic was so big at the time. We took it to the O2 Arena, and it was that show that told us, I think there's a space in this market that is really hungry for festivals, and we decided to take it around the world. So, Afro Nation was born, and it was actually created to give platforms to our superstars, because there was a lot of festivals going on, and our superstars weren't well represented. They weren't getting the headline shows, and they weren't getting the spotlight. And we wanted to showcase the talent and celebrate our culture. Like I've mentioned, fashion, food, different industries, even like yourself, the production industry, the fashion industry, the music industry, the food industry, the dancing, like it impacts everyone across, different angles and different sections of the world. So, and obviously what's happening right now, from starting off with 20,000 people from the first Afro Nation in 2019, now with just finished Portugal with 45,000 people. I'm excited.
I was watching the footage all weekend when I knew you guys were coming. Like, I'm like, what am I looking forward to? What am I getting myself into? So, absolutely massive.
You missed out. But listen, I'm excited for Detroit, and I hope people are going to come up and turn up in numbers. We've just come back from Toronto. We visiting some neighboring countries or cities around, around Detroit, to make sure people are well informed and people are excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. When we think of Afro Nation, you mentioned like some of the superstars. So Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. Most of them are headlining the festival that is upcoming in Detroit, 2 of them at least. I feel like they transformed the Afrobeats genre from something that was really local and cultural to worldwide. Do you think Afro Nation festivals played a role or a hand in this movement of these people feeling like they are not just confined to their home country, or people who listen to their language or are familiar with them, but they deserve to be on the world stage as well?
Most definitely. You can just see it, through the music, that this sound is global. Afro Nation is just literally a piece to the puzzle, and the artists are playing their role. We're doing our role in terms of giving them this platform as well. And what you see with Burna, what you see with David, what you see with Wiz, what you see with CK with such a big song, what you see with Rema with Calm Down, what that's doing, how he's going to India and smashing and killing it and doing all these amazing things. You can truly tell that the sound is here. It's not going anywhere, and it's only going to get bigger.
It's only going to get bigger. What about the Afrobeat sound do you think is attracting the world to it right now?
That's also a great question. I just feel it's such a good feel vibe. And obviously when you start to hear the drums and so on, you can't help but move. You just can't help but also just feel the rhythm and so on and so forth. So it's the positive message within the music. It's the drums. And Smaid, if you've got anything else to add to that as well?
Yeah, I think what's making, what's different that is happening right now is the fact that our artists are getting more professional, and, they're beginning to, make music for the mainstream even more, even by still keeping the drums and the sound and the cultural aspect of the music still stays, and that's why it's doing really well. So there's a lot of collaborations happening, a lot of hip hop and rap artists and people of the world are really excited about Afrobeats, and there's a lot of collaborations happening. And Rema's, like Josh said, Selena Gomez featured in that, and it's actually helped even the song become even bigger. And talking about the quality of the artist, Afro Nation is actually one of the biggest vessels right now, carrying the Afrobeats genre. Because one thing that I noticed, I've been in the game for almost 20 years, and we've been locked up for a long time. There's been a lot of doors shut on us, but we creating Afro Nation has made it like we forced everybody into listening to our music and partying with us. We have people of the world, and I mean like over 140 countries, that buy tickets. So it's a huge community that we are building right now. It's a big force, which Afro Nation is like the vessel for this genre. So Afro Nation, I would like to say, it's really important for the culture right now because we're traveling all around the world. We've been to Ghana, which represents Africa. We trade in Portugal, which is Europe, and now we're in Detroit. We've been to Miami. We're in Miami in May.
Miami,
amazing show. We've been to Puerto Rico. So these strategic locations, around, that we operate is actually making, a lot of sense right now to see the excitement of the world, how they're accepting, welcoming the sound, because the sound just speaks love, unity, good vibes. And like I said, the cultural aspect, like, you said the drums, we have different instruments that goes down that is not even available to the mainstream, that they hear and they like fall in love with. So, yeah.
I like that. So I'm tapped in on social media. Like I mentioned before, I follow Afro Nation. Even though I have not been, I follow you all on social media. Thank you. I was there live on the US page when you all announced Detroit as a location. The comments was treacherous. People had a lot of mean, nasty, negative things to say about you all bringing your festival to the fantastic Motor City. When you said to your internal team, hey, we are taking this festival to Detroit, what did that conversation sound like, and how long did it take everybody to agree with you?
I think, Detroit is a beautiful place. It's a place with so much culture. And as we've spoken about, it's the home of Motown. The most Black people live within this place.
Flat out.
So strategically, we know what we're doing.
Hello?
That this play is bigger. It's bigger than us. Do you know what I mean? And majority of the time, no, not even majority of the time, all the time, we make these moves and everyone afterwards understands and then goes, you know what? And I get why you did that. I understand why you did that.
You all are trendsetters. From just the conversation we've had so far, so many things you all are like, we did this first.
Exactly.
I like it.
So off the back of that, it's a situation where we know what the bigger goal is, we know what we're doing, and we don't look at the negativity, because at the end of the day, we're just here to spread love, we're here to spread positivity, and we know that this is going to impact the culture so much. Detroit needs this, and we want to do this.
Aside from the fact that we try to bring unity amongst communities everywhere we go, we here to also honor Detroit for what it's done for the music industry and the music culture. So it's also important to identify that.
Thank you.
Motown, being here, I'm sure half of their office is focusing on African music right now because of the growth of Afrobeats. So it's important for us to come here and show, Detroit what Afro Nation is about.
I think that is so funny because just in conversations like back and forth, I was talking about like being an innovator and being first. So I make sure that I tell people when you talk about Detroit as innovation in music, the modern gospel pattern with the 3-part chorus was invented in Detroit.
Yep.
Motown, the modern pop song with 2 verses and a chorus was invented in Detroit. House and electronic music, techno was invented in Detroit. If you are doing anything music wise, Detroit needs to be at the forefront of this conversation. So as people who are overseas being able to have that foresight and have the ability to do that for us, thank you so much, because there are people in this country who aren't able to see our value and recognize the contributions that we have made. It's a running joke that Detroiters think like they were the first people to do everything like here, but Africans really were for the most part. So I'm glad we can kind of connect in that way. What attracted you all to pick Detroit, like as the festival location in general? What was attractive about that location that you were like, this is it?
Well, after Miami, we thought, okay, what else? We thought about Houston, we thought about different parts of the US, but like there's a huge community down here that we don't see, the unity yet, and we wanted to bring people together and also, bring people to see what Detroit is like. There's a lot of people around the world that's never been and seen the beauty of Detroit,
Exactly.
And picking it was a bit like, are we sure this is where we want to go to? But, when we think about growth, when we think about, what we stand for, unity, we can go anywhere.
Hello? Say that.
We can go anywhere. Take us anywhere, we'll be there.
I like it.
And Detroit is so beautiful. We have to make it happen, and we're hoping that, you guys are as excited as we are. We're hoping that people are going to come out in numbers. And people from neighboring cities and countries will also pull up. We've got Burna Boy, we've got Davido, we've got Ari Lennox, we've got Kiss Daniel,
Masego,
Diamond, too many.
Everyone.
So we got people. We've got a lot of our African superstars representing. Our selection is so strategic, like Josh said.
And let's not forget that I'm a piano.
Yeah, I'm a piano stage.
I'm a piano, honey.
Ooh.
I'm a piano.
Okay,
so that's what I'm excited about.
The piano stage is actually the biggest out of South Africa. We pull up good numbers with our piano stage, and that's another thing Afro Nation is doing, helping to promote Black music. I
cannot lie. I would hear I'm a piano music, but Afro Nation is like really the first time I was like, oh, this is big. Like, this is bigger than just the mixes that I'm listening to on YouTube and just these few DJs. This is not just a musical genre. This is an entire like cultural movement.
You haven't even been there yet, but you're thinking that. I think when you come to Afro Nation, you would have more love and understand why we do it. 50 Cent wrote on his Instagram, you got to be there to feel it.
Man.
Amazing festival. So this is what we bring to people.
I cannot
joy,
wait
bring
to
love.
go.
You're gonna meet amazing people from all over the world. People respect each other. People love each other. People just want to vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hard. It's something that we've missed, around for a long time. And since we've started Afro Nation, every city we have gone to, it's amazing to see the growth, that is happening to them right now. The before and after. I'm talking about all those industries I've mentioned. Now, flights double up, restaurants are sold out. Hotels. I'm sure this shop will be sold out when it comes to that time.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. I'm sure, I want to be an influencer for this.
I saw an article from Portugal that you all when you come, the economy goes up.
Yes.
The local vendors and the locals in the area, they are able to sell out and thrive.
They want us to come back in Portugal.
That happened in Portugal. That happened in Ghana with the Year of the Return. That was also a very big thing. Miami,
everywhere we go to, the local communities benefit and it sticks. It's not like we're taking it back where we're going to. No, but it sticks because people come back, they remember, so that's something beautiful that we do.
So this is my show. On my show, everybody plays games, okay?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, get ready. So I made this one up just for the two of you. Afro Nation artists, like we talked about a little bit, come from all over the world. You all do a great job in booking diverse talent. Shout out to you, Josh.
Come on.
I am going to list some artists on a lineup for Afro Nation Detroit, and you're going to tell me what country they're from.
Okay.
This not hard, right? Two smart men. I like this. Simple enough. Skilly Bing.
Jamaica.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Good job. Okay, DJ, Two Bunnies.
South Africa.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I made it too easy. The last one is very, very easy. Lotto.
From the States.
From here in the United States. We already know the lineup is going to be fire just off of that game. Who are you looking forward to seeing perform the most?
You mean myself?
Yes.
I'm looking for the crowd.
Okay.
Like, I see the artists a lot. That
you said the artist.
I just want to see the excitement on people's faces. I think that's what gives me joy the most. So the performances from everyone watching this is really key to me.
Okay.
Well, in terms of the artists, Burna Boy, Davido, I built strong relationships with all our headliners for a long time, and I just want to keep seeing them win
and grow
and keep breaking, all the numbers around the world. I put my life to this, and they put their lives to this. Regardless of whether they're sick or not, they show up, turn up, and gave an amazing performance. And to see their growth,
I
over
saw
the years.
pictures of you doing promotions for Burna Boy and Davido's shows in the early 2010s with just basic promotional knowledge, and to be able to pass flyers out on the street for somebody to come see somebody, and now you bringing them to the festival. What does that feel like?
I'm grateful.
It has to feel surreal.
I put God first in everything I do, and it shows me the way. Like I said, He's right behind me, and I'm just following, His lead. And from what you said, from giving out flyers and all, it was like walking against the grain, to where we are right now, where everybody's just so crazy about it. I used to give people flyers and they would chuck
throw it in the ground.
And I'd go back, pick my flyer and look for the next, clean it up and look for the next person to give it to. Started going to stadiums, going to all the shopping malls, putting flyers on the cars back in the days. A lot of people didn't think we were going to go this far, but it's good to see, and I'm very, very thankful. The feeling hasn't really hit in here, but all I can say is it's a feel good moment, not just for myself, but for the whole world, for all Africans around the world, both home and in the diaspora market, and for everybody that loves Africa and Afrobeats, not just because it's becoming a more diversified, genre. Like when you come to Portugal, you see people of all color, which is good to see. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm.
You sound like you got some Detroit in you, because you a hustler.
I'm a hustler.
You have worked hard.
I've been a cleaner. I've done care work. I've done waiter service. I self-funded my education, first degree, second degree, studied marketing and advertising. I've worked in post office. I've worked in different restaurants. I've worked in Next, TK Maxx. Burton's. I'm a real hustler.
You get to the money.
When you say SMAID, the full meaning of SMAID is self-made. We put God first, but you gotta be able to stand on your own 2 feet.
How did it feel knowing that you were on the heels of the next big thing and nobody was listening? I know you had to feel crazy at some point, but you knew at some point this would be global.
Listen, I've gotten all the bullets. I've gotten all the backlashes on Twitter. When we announced Afro Nation Fest, there was a lot of negativity online on Twitter saying, this is another Fire Festival. Because just at that time, Fire Festival was the thing on Netflix. Mm-hmm. And we were just about to announce it. And my business partner and all the directors were like, this is not a good time. I said, this is the best time. Because they're talking about it, and we're going to bring this festival to life. That didn't happen, but this is going to happen. And with the negativity and the noise going around that it was owned by black men, it's never going to happen. It's just another Fire Festival. I think that actually helped the whole promotions. Coming from a marketing background, I knew what we were going to do. I mean, we get the best people that, they're good at what they do. Everybody working towards this project in every section, from head to, to the bottom. Everybody's really, really good and passionate about the culture. Everybody's passionate for, where we are to, for growth. to win and take this around the world. So, yeah, I think that's me. You want to say anything?
No. Literally everything that you said is correct. It's a thing of like, Smade has done the legwork. He's really taken the bullets, and majority of the time when you're the first person doing something, do you know what I mean? You're the person who's got the blueprint, and for us, Afro Nation, there was no blueprint for us. So we literally had to figure this out and map it out. And it's just a testament to the brand. It's a testament to everyone who works within the brand as well, that, we just want to pursue greatness, be the best of what we do, and continue to push culture.
What good advice. So this question is, Josh, I might want to direct this towards you. Okay. On the business side, we at least here, the economy in the US, the event industry is taking a hit. Like people are not prospering or making enough money from events like they have in the past. As an entertainment business that has found a way to thrive and reach international success, what are some lessons growing Afro Nation that you've learned from?
I think it's important to know your unique selling point. So once you have your USP in terms of what you want to do, you pursue and you go for it from there. Also as well, in this market, there are so many brands and so on and so forth, but you need to stay true to obviously what you believe in. Don't be swayed by the crabs in the barrel, as they say, and really, as I said, pursue that. I think that's really, really important. But I think having your unique selling point in your product is, as I said, is essential. Market yourself unique, find new different ways of techniques, you know what I mean, to get out there. Don't go for the conventional promotional ways, do you know what I mean? So there's so many things to look at, and how you can kind of like grow your brand, grow your events, and it will, if you believe, put God into it, it will definitely prosper.
That was good advice. Thank you.
So,
I'm sure you both have met several celebrities. Like, I think was it a picture you playing FIFA with, was it Davido?
That was Wizkid.
Wizkid.
Yeah.
You all have met.
Done some research.
I don't play, okay? I do my job.
That was 12 years ago?
12 years ago.
Yeah. You should put that up on the screen.
I have to. Production, y'all put the picture up on the screen.
The beard was gone.
The beard was never there. It was not there. I only had that little teddy bear thing going on. And Wiz was just Wiz, like.
Through this journey, has there been any celebrities or artists or entertainers that you have been excited to meet?
You know what? Just a few weeks ago in Miami, I met someone who's been my mentor from a distance for so long. In fact, while I was in boarding school in Nigeria, I had his poster up in my locker. So I was saying that every day. Guess who that was?
Who?
Diddy.
Oh, Diddy pulled up on y'all.
Yeah, he was in Miami.
He invited me to his pool party. He had a pool party in his house.
Did you go?
Of course.
How was the party?
Oh, lit.
Man, I want to go to a Diddy party.
Yash. Come and see Yash. You know Yash now. You know what Yash
Yes.
is. Come and see Yash.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. But yeah,
you serious.
Cut.
We're rolling.
No, but it was so good to be in the midst of Diddy, someone I've looked up to for a long time. It was a club promoter. Started, through his journey of hip hop and what he's done, within the culture, and what he does with his family, how he holds on to his family, his kids. That's inspired me so much, and what it does to brands, and that's what I picked up on, and to better myself.
You give African Diddy, like, for sure.
Kind of, yeah. One of my nicknames is
African King and African Diddy. What else we got?
Smade, of course.
Smade, of course.
King Smade.
King Smade.
Yeah. What else? Those are my names. Yeah, I met Diddy about 3-4 weeks ago, and that was, a moment that I felt a bit accomplished.
Okay.
Diddy invited me to his pool party. Like, this is someone I've looked up to for so long, and when he met me, he already knew about me.
Wow.
Saying, well done for all you do.
Amazing.
And we had a few private chats, but. I'm excited to see what's coming. There's a lot of things. I mean, the Queen of Detroit I had a quick chat with her. You know who that is? Dej Love.
Dej Loaf. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Cash Dog. Please, Dej, don't hurt me. I was gonna say Dej Loaf. Let me tell you, shout out to Dej. She's a friend of the show. I love
sweet.
her. She's a friend of the show.
Well, I had a quick chat with her. You know, I'm looking forward to meet her on the strip as well.
Nice.
You know, there's been a lot. We saw Machel Montana the other day in Canada, Toronto.
Oh, wow.
And he was already watching me on Netflix and saying, "Oh, I was just watching you on Netflix." I'm like, "I've only got one episode on Netflix." He said, "Yeah, I wanted to see the culture. I wanted to see the growth and how this, you know." And during this show, you'll be surprised that he played "Calm Down."
Yeah.
He played a few Burna Boy songs. So it's just so exciting to see like all these people you used to look up to are now looking towards you. So
amazing.
It's a great feeling.
Diddy, if you see this, now that you and Smade are friends, me and Smade are two friends. So if you want to invite me to any party,
Diddy,
I am available.
Nah,
I'm
she's
available.
my plus one.
See,
Next
there
time
we
I'm
go.
coming. She's my plus one.
Say that.
Take that.
Amazing.
So just in Detroit here, the Afrobeats dance hall scene is pretty like new. I want to say like if you did not grow up African, the likelihood of hearing African or Afrobeat or Afropop, any type of music outside of your home was completely non-existent. But now things have changed and we are bringing the entire Afro Nation Festival here to Detroit. For people who are not typical fans of Afro beats or Afro pop or anything like that, what can they expect from the artists in their performances? Like, how do you want to prep these people who really aren't used to the energy and the sound? And how do you want them to come prepared, ready to have a good time and fall in love?
Listen, we're coming full guns blazing, so like you have to be ready.
Okay.
The African energy is always on 100. So you know, everyone who's coming to the show on August 19th and 20th, just know that you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be, as I said, high energy, good vibes. Everyone is just showing love to each other. You've got the main performances, obviously, from Burna and David. They always put on a great show, and from the top, everyone's just gonna, as I said, just kill it completely.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
If we could give like a basic intro to, if we could just do a basic intro to Afro Nation playlist, okay? What songs would be on them? Me, Naira Marley, Abracadabra, like that's, when I think of Afro Nation, like that's the song I think of.
I'll be King Rexy. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you love the song?
I do.
Well, okay, I think we're gonna have Molly, right?
Yeah, we do.
You are.
Molly is on the show.
So you're gonna say
Oh, I'm gonna dance, honey.
I'll tell him to perform it specially for you.
Thank you. I'll hopefully I'll
Make
be
sure
VIP.
you're in the pit or you're somewhere you can see you. So it'll be pointing at you. Jane, this is for you. I'll do that, honestly.
What other songs do people need to be listening to? What song needs to be on a playlist?
I would say unavailable, because everyone is going to be unavailable at the event. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to be at the event, August 19th and 20th.
My one would be Last.
Oh, Last.
Last, Burna Boy, you know, like, you just hear it everywhere.
You hear it everywhere. And I feel like the genius behind like using the Tony Braxton sample, it just, even if you wasn't familiar, you sucked in.
Yeah,
you sucked in immediately.
Correct.
Burna, you a genius for that one. What is the intentionality behind picking the lineups for the festival? 'Cause when I saw the lineup, I immediately saw all my international favorites, but at the same time, so many U.S. artists I love, Lotto, Coi Leray, Ari Lennox, all of them are coming. Like, what is the intention behind making sure that you are exposing people to new things as well as showing them what they already like and love?
I think from day one, you can always tell from our lineups are very, very much diverse. So people will expect certain acts to be on there, and we might hit them with something different. So, for example, for Portugal, we have had Chris Brown perform on stage. Yeah, we've had Chris Brown.
That's a nice throw in.
That was amazing. I mean, we just saw how socials just went crazy once we obviously added him to the lineup. We've also had Megan Thee Stallion perform.
Oh, that's a woman,
well.
honey.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
So it's us just doing things that are not of the norm, just doing things that are different as well. And everyone's just wondering, why Masego, why Ari Lennox, but it's also important to know that, as I said, this is the home of R&B. Do you know what I mean? This is what people love. Do you know what I mean? So it's important to sprinkle that element in there and also just tap into all the different audiences with the hip hop stuff as well. Do you know what I mean?
Detroiters love Masego. I don't know if you heard the song, I'm in Detroit with Khadij. Like, we love it. We love him here.
Yeah.
Also,
So
the
I'm
younger
excited.
ones, you know, we want to give platforms to, you know, the uprising artists. You know, we want them to be able to showcase their talent and grow with us, you know, and this is also exciting to see. An example is 4 years ago, I booked Burna Boy, and, you know, then it wasn't as big. And 4 years later,
4 years.
4 years later.
A simple bachelor's degree. Whole life
four years
change.
later. But, you know, not to knock off his hustle, you know, is one of the biggest performers and performers that we have in the world right now. Not even for Afrobeats alone. You know, his performance is always consistently electric. You know, so you should expect, you know, to get like full vibe, full electric performance from Burna. And David is always stepped up every time.
I'm so excited to see David.
So
I have never seen him.
What we're doing here is like improving the level of quality from our artists. So every time they want to outdo themselves, you know, and we have all the best equipment, the best stage, you know, people, you know, working towards making sure everything goes well on ground. So the artists have everything they need from us. And they just have to show up.
That you keep mentioning, the quality of the production. You are really putting in your all to make sure that not only you are just putting together this festival that people enjoy, it is done at a high quality level. The care.
I personally think you'll be blown away.
I know I am.
Yeah,
you impress me.
Yeah. She said I impress her. All right. That's good. That's good to know. I'm safe in this time.
Oh my God.
You can leave me and go back to London. Bye. I'm going with Jane.
All right.
You can. I'll take you anywhere.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate how Afro Nation does its best to immerse festival goers in the culture of the hosting city. We talked about it a little bit with like Portugal, Miami. Are you collaborating with any local companies or businesses to make Afro Nation Detroit more authentic?
Always.
They here with me.
Yeah.
We here in my aunt's store.
Yep. Always. The whole idea for Afro Nation is to partnership. You know, to partner with local communities, local businesses. And that's why we're here early, like over a month before. Yeah. We want to meet people on ground. We want people to feel like they're part of this. This is for them. You know, I'm just a co-founder. Ignore the title. I'm just one of you. You know, you own this. This is for us. This is something we've always wanted and we need in our community and our culture. So I just hope that everybody would understand the responsibilities they have to keep this going, because this is a brand that's going to outlive us. You know, I hope and pray that it would outlive us.
It will. Definitely will.
I am so excited to go. As we wrap up, there are thousands of people who watch this YouTube channel. Look at them in this camera and let them know why they should attend Afro Nation Detroit right now. Go.
Afro Nation Detroit, August 19th and 20th. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. Good vibes, good music, good people, pushing the culture. You cannot miss this.
You cannot miss this.
This is going to be a moment in history. Everyone is going to be out. So make sure you get your tickets at afronation.us. Hit up the social page. The ticket link will be in the bio, and please come out. It's going to be a moment to remember. I'll see you there.
I think I already said it, right?
Oh, yeah, say it again.
Like, I'll say it again. This is for you. So if you're out there watching, make sure you're part of this. If you can't make it, you can support us online, watch online, but do not message me to say, I wish I was there, because you're going to wish you was there.
You're going to wish you was there.
Yeah, come out, come feel good, come be yourself. An opportunity to know who you are, where you're from, you know, network with a lot of people. You know, if you have businesses, bring your business out and you know, tell people about it. You know, we have a lot of people that travel with their pots. We have a lot of people that travel with hair. You know, whatever you're doing, whatever your creative mind is, come and show us love at Afro Nation and be a part of this beautiful thing. Thank you.
I am so excited to pull up. Afro Nation Detroit again is coming August 19th and 20th. Tickets are available online right now. Of course, I will be there in my Starose fashions, and hopefully I will see you there as well. As Igbo people say, "Ijo my safe journey." As you all are coming to Detroit, make sure you get here safely, happily to enjoy the festival. I will see you all soon. Bye.
Chineke me.